Sorry, had it on mute. Hello, everybody. This is Chris from the Stuart Buzz. I have a couple of topics, so let's get right to it. We want to know about what the heck is going on when people into politics and everybody is saying from NASA that there are alien aircrafts heading our way. I just read this morning that they said something about like these alien aircrafts are sending little probes out to watch the Earth. Apparently, we're self-destructing, or they, I guess, it's almost like iRobot, for God's sakes. You got the AI taking over, thinking for itself. People are absolutely out of control with AI. I do use it for a small portion, but I don't have it taking over my life by any means. But the alien aircrafts, apparently there's a huge mothership that's supposed to be heading right towards Earth. Now, they said that the reason they believe it's an alien aircraft, and these are really reputable people apparently. I mean, they may not be reputable to me. Not that I don't believe in alien aircrafts, by the way. I do believe in life on other planets. Just letting you know. But seriously, these are reputable people that are stating that these alien aircrafts or this major mothership is heading our way, which should be here, by the way, August. That's what they're saying. Or maybe at the latest, the fall. Well, that's something to look forward to, right? I mean, seriously, we're going to have alien aircrafts heading to us in the fall. Why not? I mean, I haven't had company in quite a long time. Have them over, have a little ET party going on. But they say that they're actually putting probes out all over the place. And some people are even stating that they're already living amongst us. Now, I will confess that some of the people that walk into our store seem like they are from another planet, without a doubt. Yes, hi, Virginia, how are you? Nice to see you. But do you believe in aliens? Do you believe in life in other planets? I'd like you to comment below on this because I do. And I think eventually we will have contact with them. Do you believe that they're going to be hostile? Or do you believe they're going to be friendly? Comment below on that as well, because this is kind of important. If you do not believe in aliens, I can't see why. Do you think, believe it or not, that we are the only living species in this universe and other universes? It would be virtually impossible for that to be. Why are we the special ones? Why are we the only living beings? It has also been proven that there was life on Mars well before what Mars is today, that there were like running rivers in Mars. They have a craft up there now that actually takes these samples of the soil and things like that, and they show living molecules, if you want to say, or lack of a better term. But yeah, they have these living things up there now, and then they also have proof that there were rivers and things like that. So there was life on Mars before Mars was sort of desolate. Does that mean that there were life on other planets? And then the planets died and they couldn't no longer inhabit that planet, so they had to go to a different one? Yeah, you might find it far-fetched, but think about this. What happens if we go into a nuclear war? Are we going to self-destruct this planet to where it's uninhabitable? Right now, we're trying to build something on the moon, a colony, if you want to state. They just had this conversation that they want to build like a huge city on the moon. We already have a space station, but they want to build this huge city on the moon. self-sustainable, of course, with gardens and food and all this other stuff, according to the dude in Manhattan, probably maybe government-run grocery stores. Dumbass. I, how anybody can even this guy. So what's happening now is, are the aliens coming to Earth because their planet may be dying, or are they coming to Earth because our planet is in jeopardy of dying? You know, just as I know that times are a little bit shaky right now. What's going on in Israel, in Gaza, Ukraine, Russia? I mean, there's a lot of uncertainties out there. I'm not being a pessimist anyway. I am a realist, and from what I see, it needs that one person to press that little tiny button and say, "Oops, oops, really? We don't want an oopsie. No way. We don't want somebody pressing that button and then saying, maybe I shouldn't have done that." I don't think that anybody has the capability of stopping one of these hypersonic missiles that go like huge amounts of miles per hour in such a short time that they can destroy. For instance, just to say that they sent a missile into Manhattan. Now, we hope that that never happens, and I hope that that never happens. I was there on 9/11, by the way, and we didn't think that was going to happen. But had they done that, or if they're going to do that, and this missile is going thousands upon thousands of miles per hour, it would only take such a short time for it to get there. Do we have the capability of stopping that? I'd love your feedback on that, by the way. Somebody who's a little bit smarter than me to know whether or not they can stop that or not. I don't know. In a home, we take these things for granted. More so the people in the United States than other countries. The other countries have already had to deal with bombings and stuff like that. Well, and most of the people that I'm talking to in the audience right now didn't have to deal with that here in America. Yeah, there are people that went to war, and thank you for your service, but it wasn't here at home. We never had those kind of situations right at home here. So we don't know what it's like. Is that going to change? I'm not trying to put fear into anybody. I'm just trying to ask you, do you think that it's possible that that can happen here in the United States of America? You have the Democratic Party, who has no leadership right now, and the only leader is that dude in Manhattan who wants to defund the police. And oh, excuse me, today he said that he doesn't want to defund the police. Now, I'm not right wing, left wing, center, anything. I'm not. I have voted Democratic, I have voted Republican. But I'm going to say the dude flip flopped because people told him, hey, you're too radical. You're too this, you're too that. Now he's trying to backtrack because he wants to be hired for the job. He wants to be voted in for the job. Well, to be honest with you, I don't think the dude's capable of doing the job. I think he speaks well, charismatic type of dude. That's what I hear. Doesn't seem too charismatic to me. With all due respect, I think he might be a bit of a dumbass, but that's okay. To turn around and say that he supports, well, we won't get into too much of the politics, but the things that he does support, being an ex-New Yorker, that was never the case when I was a kid. I grew up in New York, and my parents didn't talk politics. My mother did the voting. She actually worked at the voting booths to help people, but she never tried to push her agenda. It's now the Republicans versus the Democrats. It's not people working together as a team. How did I get from aliens to this? The whole idea is if that is a mothership heading this way, and there's a movie about this. I watched it. I can't remember the name of it, but there is a movie about this. And if they come this way, do we work together to find out whether or not these people are friendly people, beings, whatever you want to call them? Are they friendly? Are they not friendly? Please comment below, because I believe that they would be friendly. That's my thought. Why would they destroy the earth when they may need to live on the earth? Why would they come here? Now, one may argue, are they coming here because they need the earth and want to get rid of us? Okay, that's a pretty cool thing to say, really. Or are they coming here to live amongst us and with us? Do we have enough room? We just got rid of all the people that are aliens, but illegal. Would these people be considered illegal aliens? Huh. That would be the true sense of an illegal alien. Are they considered illegal aliens if they come from another planet to live here, but they didn't ask permission? I know people who have been stopped, asked for their ID, and they are here legally. Did that mean that they profile them? Did they profile them because they don't speak really good English, or they look different from a typical American, which is a mixed bag of people to begin with? I don't believe that if you're here illegally that you should be able to stay here illegally, or I believe that if you've been here for 20 years illegally that you should have the option to be able to change it, fill out the paperwork, and stay here legally. Pay the taxes. I don't know how you can pay the taxes if you're here illegally. Me working for a large corporation in Manhattan, if you didn't have the proper paperwork, you had to be fired. That's just the way it was. We have some people on the left stating, well, who will do our dishes? This was Joe Biden's kid. I'm not even going to bother saying his name, Hunter. But he said, well, who will do our dishes and stuff, and who will do our lawns? Well, maybe you should get off your ass and do your own dishes and lawn. Illegal aliens from other planets. Are they on their way here? Scientists say they are. Notre Dame says they're coming. There are other people who are like Notre Dame that say they're coming. And they're coming soon. They're literally on their way. Yes, they may need to stop and get more gas. I don't really think they use gas, just kidding. I have to get the microphone holder over here back. This leaning over thing doesn't work for me. But yeah, I want to know your feedback on this, whether or not you think the aliens are on their way. Or do you think that we're the only ones that exist? And if you think we're the only ones that exist, I would love to hear why you think we are the only ones that can exist in this universe and any other universe, and the universe goes on forever. Just because we can't see something doesn't mean it's not there. Just because we can only see so far, what's past that? Is there other universes? Is there other planets? Is there other worlds? Are they similar to us? Are they more advanced? Back in the day when I used to watch these really cool shows, they found these crystal skulls that were carved with such precise ways. They were crystal. And they were carved so precisely that even with today's technology, we cannot duplicate that. Cavemen carved in the caveman walls. Astronauts and spaceships carved in the caveman walls. Gene Roddenberry wasn't that back then. Didn't exist. Who drew those? And why? If they're fake. Stairways to nowhere. In the middle of the desert. People often say that the pyramids were actually built by aliens. There was proof now that the pyramids were built by people. Because they proved that where the pyramids were, there used to be a huge river that used to run through where all the pyramids are built. That river has since dried. But just recently they discovered that it was a river, and that is how they got to move all the huge stones. But what I don't understand is how did they get them so high? These stones are not just stones you can pick up. They're massive. Massive. What is your thoughts on this? Do you believe that we're going to be visited soon? If so, how would you react? Would you be scared? Would you be excited? Would you run? Or would you welcome them? Comment below. I would love to hear it. Everybody, have a blessed day. I'm back.